Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda. Today I'm here with another update for my That's Expensive project. This is a Fantastic Ladies Facebook group project. It's a Fantastic Ladies project, which is a Facebook group. Have I been saying that wrong this entire time? Most likely. Anyway, this is a project where you choose your most expensive makeup or skincare or whatever, or perfume, whatever you want to use, that you maybe something that you tend to save for a special occasion or what have you, and actually just use it because, you know, we're not promised any amount of days on this planet, so on this earth, so we should use what we have. Expensive is very subjective to whatever your makeup collection looks like. It doesn't have to be high-end. It could be a drugstore. Drugstore is expensive too sometimes. And it's whatever you want it to be. Oh, I gotta sit cross-legged, hold on. I have several rollouts, which means several roll-ins, so let's get to it. Let's do the thing that I'm not done with yet. So we have the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 2 palette. My goal for this was to use each shade 3 times. And so far I've got 1 use on each shade and 2 uses on Mambo, Flamingo, and Damas. But I just have a couple more uses for the rest. I really like the Alamar palettes, as evidenced by the fact that I did hit all the uses on this one. I actually hit, I think, more than I even recorded, but these palettes are just beautiful. I like the color stories. I like that you get 4 mattes and 4 shimmer metallics. I think it's just a really nice combination of textures and interesting colors. So I did hit my usage on volume 1, but we're gonna keep volume 2 in for a little bit longer. I also met my goal on the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Powder Blush in Call My Blush, and I forgot to look it up, but I actually used this, I think, more times than I was supposed to. I hadn't kept track on, I made a Google sheet and I hadn't looked at it and I just kept using it. I love these blushes. You can see I have a few in this line. I really like both of them. The colors, I love a matte blush. I'm not a shimmery blush person very much. Sometimes, but I don't like a super shimmery blush. This is the type of sheen that I do like. This is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Dolly. This has sort of a satiny sheen. It looks maybe a little more sheeny, glowy there than it actually is. My goal for this was 10 uses, and I did that. So we're moving on. The last thing that I hit my goal on is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. My goal for this was 10 uses, and I think I doubled it. I was using this a lot and really forgetting how much I enjoyed this. This is one that I don't use as much as I use Opal or Champagne Pop, and Moonstone is a very natural highlight. It's noticeable. You definitely look like you're wearing a highlight, but it's not. I feel like Champagne Pop and even Opal are like, ooh, look at that highlight, and Moonstone is more like, oh, you just look healthy, you know? So love this, definitely keeping it, but moving along. I should be adding in 4, but I only grabbed 3. So hold on, let me grab something else. I tried to add in the things that I've rolled out. That didn't make sense. I try to stick with the same category. So I finished 2 blushes and a highlighter for usage. So I'd like to add more blushes and a highlighter in. So we have 2 from Cover FX. These are blushes and blush toppers. I do not use the blush toppers because, again, I don't like a sheen glow. I should use these as eyeshadows because that would be a completely gorgeous eyeshadow. But this is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Sweet Mulberry. This blush is perfect, and I feel like it's a little early to start picking cool weather blushes, but I probably won't focus on this one first, okay? I'm just bringing it into the drawer so it's looking at me and I can see it. So this is something that I want to use. I would like to use this 10 times. I would like to use this one 5 because I truly never use this side. So we're gonna go 10 uses for the matte side, 5 for the shimmery side. And then I also have the Warm Honey version, and Warm Honey is an absolutely beautiful blush color. I adore this blush color. So we're gonna do the same thing, 10 uses for the matte, 5 for the shimmer, because I might literally have never used the shimmer for each of these. Ridiculous, I know. I've already had this in this project, but I'm bringing it back because this is a highlighter that has pan in it, which I somehow have 3 highlighters in my collection that have pan in them. I don't know how. And I would just like to make the pan in this a little bit bigger. I'm nowhere near finishing it. That seems like an insurmountable task at this point in my life, so I'm not doing that. But I'd like to make this pan larger. I don't know how much larger, because I have another highlight in here that I'm also expanding the pan in. But, you know, I love this highlighter. I don't think they make this anymore, and that is a crying shame, because this is very noticeable but smooth looking highlight. Ugh. Gorgeous. And then the last thing is an eyeshadow palette. This is a palette from my chopping block project. So what better way to get use on it than put it in another project as well. And this is the Odin's Eye Alva eyeshadow palette. That's what this washi tape means. And I think that this palette is beautiful. And looking at it now, I'm like, obviously, yes, this is gorgeous. I'm going to keep it. But I just don't reach for it very often. I'm wondering if I need to keep it, you know? So what I'm going to do is put this in to use each shade 3 times. So this will be in for a little while, and that'll be my test for this. I love the Odin's Eye formula. This is an older Odin's Eye, and I know they've improved their eyeshadows even more. I think that's everything. If you guys are following along with the That's Expensive project on your own, I would love to know how your progress is going. There's going to be a Google Doc listed in the description box that has everyone who is participating. If you want a lot of project pan videos to watch, they're there for you. If you're doing this, I would love to know how your progress is going. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will talk to you in my next video.